Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV and DiscoveringBands.com. And for everyone watching right now, if you can share this video and this channel and help support the awesome bands I feature. And today I'm here with Into Gray. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Doing good. Now you want to start off and give us a little history about the project, how it started?
Yeah, sure. I started probably, well, it was around 2018, late 2018, November. And I was just messing around with ideas in Ableton, trying to get that going. And around November, December, I put out As We Fall, and it's kind of like after that, then I just started putting out more and more. So now I was working on it for probably 2 years before that, off and on, like not doing anything, just kind of like playing with the idea. Because before that, I was looking to start a band. And I was looking for a good 5 years, posting. And then I just kind of got fed up. I did get fed up and decided to just do it myself because it just wasn't working out.
Now, what got you into the whole post-punk, darkwave music to begin with?
Probably when I was younger. I was into a lot of growing up. My dad would play like Van Halen, and like we listened to like Red DMC and like a lot of different styles of music, Prince. And around, I want to say 10, 11, I got really obsessed with The Cure. And I think I've been, into that music ever since. I went, of course, going through different phases of, punk to grunge, post-punk. It all keeps coming back around to the sound. So, yeah, just when I was younger, about 10, 11, got into The Cure and been obsessed with it ever since. Later found Joy Division, of course, like I think we all do, and got into that, Clan of Zymox, The Frozen Autumn, and just kind of like from there just kept finding music and discovering and falling in love with it.
Cool. Now, being a newer project, you've gotten the word out pretty well. How do you think that's been? Because I go online and see your music in a lot of places. So
surprising, like honestly, when I put up my first couple of songs, people seem to be really interested, and I was really happy about that. And it just kind of from there, it's just a lot of mixes. It'll be on different mixes, like pirate DJ radios and stuff. So I'm really surprised, in all honesty, that people are like really enjoying it. I'm grateful, really.
now you want to go into some details of the themes of your music and stuff, like is it personal experiences, outside experiences, or because I know there's a lot of emotions in your music.
Yeah, a lot of personal. I definitely wear my heart on my sleeve for sure. And a lot of it's from past to just kind of a big part of it was when I started this project. It really was like therapy for me, just to kind of let things out that were just there that I don't really talk about with really anybody. And I just, that was the best way for me to do that was through music. So a lot of the themes are definitely heartfelt and real on that point, but I also use it as a perspective of myself now, kind of looking at that person. So I'm trying to do it in two different angles because I might not feel that way, like exactly how I felt then, and just kind of looking at it as a person, like, watching almost as watching a movie.
Yeah. Now, are you going to have any music videos coming out?
Hopefully sometime in the next couple of months. I'm working on my first album, and there's a track that I'm working on now that I do want to put a music video to, and I'll be, doing myself and literally learning how to do that as I go. It's pretty much the whole process is learning how to do things as I'm going.
Because you're mainly doing everything yourself, right?
Yes, I have. Yeah, so I'm on a lot of it is learning. Like I said, I use Ableton, so I'm literally learning the program as I was writing these songs and slowly getting better and understanding it and, mixing and mastering and like just kind of getting a very small understanding of what I'm doing. But it's working out. It's working out.
Are you going to have other members join you live?
Hopefully. That's the end goal, is to play live. Like I really do want to play live, and hopefully when this, everything passes and this is finally over, that'll probably be one of the first things I do is looking for members so I can start playing this stuff live for sure.
Cool. Now, I know you've been releasing songs pretty rapidly. Are they going to be songs that are on the full-length album?
Yeah. That's I'm not. I don't think so because when I did Integrate the little EP, that was really just letting things out that I just haven't. And then with the covers changing, those were kind of like me changing, not even really my style, but just I think maturing as I go, like learning more and like playing with more different sounds and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to be on the new album. I'm working on brand new stuff now for the album, but I'm actually want to take my time because I've been putting out releases, a lot of it monthly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to actually take a really good, 3, 4, even 5 months to really focus on this and get a good amount of this album down, and then I'll start releasing. I'll try to release it periodically, and not so, um, not so much.
How many tracks are you thinking about having on the album?
Between 11 and 12. That number sounds good in my head. Like that feels like a pretty good spot. I think 11 or 12. As of right now, that's the goal, is about 11 or 12. So I have a ways to go.
Yeah. Now, if people want to find you online, look you up, get your music, how do they do that?
I'm on Integrate, Facebook. Same thing on Instagram, Integrate, Bandcamp, and I'm also on SoundCloud. And hopefully soon I'll be on Spotify.
Awesome. Now tell us about the name Integrate. How did you come up with that?
It was the funny thing. I was like, that's probably the worst. That's what I hate doing the most, is looking for a name. So I just kind of, there's no actual real meaning to it. I actually started with wanting to call it like The Void, and then I realized it's like there's way too many thes, and there's apparently a lot of the voids out there. So I was like, well, Integrate. It was just something I came up with and I just stuck with. I was like, well, I'll eventually change it, but I didn't. So 10 songs in, I was like, no, this is probably gonna stick. So there's no great story about Integrate.
It fits the style. Like when I hear that, I think like, oh, Darkwave post-punk. So it's a cool name. Now, what do you think has made the whole genre, Darkwave and stuff, so big lately, so popular?
I don't know. Like, this is funny because I feel like it hit a peak around 2005 or 6, because I started noticing a lot of bands like coming up. 2011 is when you really started seeing it. She Passed Away, Soft Moon. A lot of these bands were coming out, and I just think it's become, I don't know, like a staple, I guess. Like everybody seems to be paying attention to it. But I've always been a part of it, so it's not really. It doesn't feel like it's really went anywhere. I just see it as being a lot more accessible to a lot of different people, and I think a lot of that is just YouTube, just people having more options and being able to find things way easier than even 10 years ago.
And how's the scene like where you're at?
It doesn't really. There isn't really one. I live in a smaller town, so if I want to go to a goth club or even see shows, I have to go like 30 minutes, 45 minutes away. So it's nothing too far, but it really isn't a huge scene, at least here in Indiana. But yeah, like a lot of it's just, I got to really, really dig to find if anything, but majority of my time was spent just going to goth clubs and listening to music, because that was really where you were seeing people play. It was more live DJs and actual live bands.
Well, hopefully you can tour and help spread the word.
Hopefully, yeah, that's the goal. Like I said, when this is over, that's my plan, is to definitely start playing live.
Well, we got a good scene here on the East Coast where I'm at in Jersey. We got New York, Philadelphia, Jersey. There's a lot of places to play, so hopefully you can come out here.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to.
Yeah. Well, it was good having you and talking with you, and everyone, whip it up.